Hi, this is Mr. Orr with Lesson 6 in the uses of the TI-8384 calculator. Today we're going to be taking another look at graphing, and this time, instead of graphing a single line, we're going to graph two lines and find the point of intersection. We're also going to adjust the window, and we're going to take a look at a table of values. So I've programmed in the two lines that we're going to take a look at here. As you can see, I have y equals 1/2 x plus 8 and y equals 4x minus 6. Now, I'm going to go to the graph over here, and as you can see, they have already appeared on this graph. One line in blue, one line in red. Now, we have just a bit of a problem here because the intersection is just slightly off the graph, or at the very top of the graph. So let's see if we can fix that. We're going to go over here to Window. And you will notice that this graph is going from -10 to +10 along the x-axis and the same along the y-axis. The real issue is along the y-axis. I would like to see more of the screen up there. So let's say we change the minus value here. Let me scroll down to it. Just a moment. Let's say we change the negative value of the y-axis to only 5. So it only goes down 5. Because we really don't need to see anything down there anyway. So let's go -5. And the y max we're going to change to 15 because we'd like to see more up there. So here's our 15. Whoops. Just a moment. Let's try that again. 1, 5. Let's see here. All right, so we'll change that to a 5, and we will delete the last 5. There we go. Now let's go back and take another look at the graph and see if it looks a little bit better. There it is. So what you see here is there's the first line, here's the second line, and we get a sense in here of where they intersect. However, clearly we can't tell exactly where that is. So let's find out. We're going to go to Second Calculate here, and we're going to go down to Intersect, number 5. Now this says first curve, but we know they're straight lines. So what we're going to do is move that cursor along the blue line until it gets a little bit closer to the point of intersection, and we'll just push it up along here. All right, so there's our first line. Now we're going to hit enter, and the second line, if you will notice up here, I didn't point it out the first time, but here's the equation for the second line: y equals 4x plus 6. And we'll just leave the cursor right there. What we want to do now is hit enter, and then we want to guess where that point of intersection is. And the point of intersection is at 410, and you can see our answer right down here. Now, suppose we wanted to know a number of other values along these two lines with x and y. So we can go over here to let's go to Table Set and just take a quick look here at what options we have. In Table Set, we can start at 0, which is where I would like to start this one. We could start at a negative number, or we could start at a different positive number. We're going up by one value, by one each time. So we're going to look at x is 0, x is 1, x is 2, etc. And we want the calculator to automatically put in the independent, that is the x, and the dependent, that is the y values. So now we're going to take a look at our table. Second table is over here. And here's what we have. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 along the x-axis, that's what we asked for. And the blue line, and we'll go back here in just a moment and look at that blue line, we have 0, 0, 8, 1, 8.5, 2, 9, 3, 9.5, etc. And the red line, I'm looking over here at the x and then the red line values for y, and I see 0, -6, 1, -2, 2, 2, 3, 6, etc. Now this is what we would expect because the slope of the blue line is only 1/2. So it's only going up 1/2 each time, from 8 to 8.5, from 8.5 to 9. But the slope of the red line is 4. So it's going up by 4 each time, from -6 to -2, then to 2, then to 6, etc. So that's pretty much what we'd expect. Let's go back over and take one more look at the graph itself, which is over here. And now we can go back and forth between the table and the graph and get any points that we want along there. Now, if we had for some reason not wanted to do this automatically, we could go back into table set, and we could say that we would like it to ask for an independent and dependent variable. So let's scroll over here to, let's go down here to independent variable, we'll go to ask, and down to dependent variable, we'll go to ask, and then we'll enter. Oh, I think we lost the independent. Let's see if we can do them both at the same time here. Let's go back up here to this one and scroll over to ask and see if we can save that as well. Yes. All right. Now we'll go to table again. Over here to table. And you notice there are no values. So let's say we wanted to know what x is at what the x value of 100 would bring for each of the two lines. So I'm going to put in right here 100. For the x value, I hit enter. Now, that didn't quite do what I wanted, did it? Because what I really wanted was an automatic x, and I want to find out what y is for that value. So let's go back for a moment to second table set, and let's do only the independent variable is ask, and we'll go down and have the dependent variable be automatic. So I will go to automatic here and save that. And now let's go over to the table again. And we have 100, and then we have, this is what we wanted. We have at 100, the blue line has a value of 58, and the red line has a value of 394. So you can put any number in you want in here for the x value and get the corresponding. Let's go down here. Let's put in 65. So I'm going to go here, 65, and hit enter. And when I do that, I automatically get the y values for that point. Very useful function. All right, that's it for today. I will see you next time.